I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Are we doing good? I haven't had caffeine. I haven't had caffeine all day today, so I am ready to crash. I think I'm finally gonna fix the sleep schedule. I feel like once I get off this live stream, I'm going to bed. I am so tired right now. How's everybody doing? Are you doing good? We doing good? Well, indifferent? How are we doing? Neon, it's not a zyocracy. I don't know what you spelled. It's a xyliarchy. I don't know what you were spelling there, Neon. I'm missing an X. Where am I missing an X? No, I'm not. Thank you, Smasher. Nope, no coffee. I gotta fix this sleep schedule. No coffee for me. Well, apparently Dogpack is fighting with this dude who came out with this video. They're just fighting right now. Smaggle's in the mix. Smaggle's taking out Dogpack as we speak, which is a good thing. Smaggle, the great warrior of the commentary community. Okay, Dark Mage. Did I spell his name right, by the way? Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I did spell his name right. You know, I meant to check that before. I saw this video by Turkey Tom, and it's called How Bad Parenting Created Jack Doherty, right? And I said that the last time I talked about Jack. I was like, you can tell he was never told no his whole life. So I was interested in seeing that video and watching that video. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. I don't know why my alert did not work. Where's my alert? My alerts are on. Where is my alert? Okay, I don't know why the alert didn't pop up. RZ the Legend for 199. How do we handle sociopaths like Jack? Honestly, probably stop talking about them and make them irrelevant. Honestly, a lot of people like him and like FouseyTube, stop talking about them. Stop talking about them, stop watching them, and completely make them irrelevant. But the thing is nobody will do that, including me. Look, I'm doing it now. So I just watched that video. Was it good, Smasher? I'm kind of interested in seeing it because I remember specifically saying you can tell that his parents never told him no. So, why didn't my alerts work? I am actually kind of angry. Watch, it's going to be like super ass delayed. Yeah, I just said that, Caramilk. I literally just said that. I said, including me, because I'm doing a stream about him. You learned things that you didn't know? Yeah, that's what I was hoping, being that it was Turkey Tom talking about him. I figured it would be some things in there that I didn't know. No, I don't have new alerts. It's the same old alerts. I don't know why they didn't work. CJ for 5. Hey, Xylie. First heard review on the Mama Max overstream. Loved your commentary and just finally found your channel. Keep up the fun videos and streams. Thank you, CJ. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. Good thing I watch my chat and I'll see the donations as they come in. I don't know why the alerts are not working. I apologize. That's really weird. Let me pull this up too. Hold on. Let me pull up my Streamlabs or my Stream Elements, excuse me, just in case somebody decides they want to donate there, and I'll go and check it. So stupid. So dumb. Dashboard. I don't know why my alerts aren't working. Activity feed. Okay, accept all. Wow, you're not even going to show the ones that came in today? What? Okay, something's going on with Stream Elements then. Because they're not even showing the ones that, the 2 that popped up already. And they usually show them. What is going on? Okay, so it's a Stream Elements problem then. It's not me. So, don't worry. I'll check intermittently to see if I missed any or whatever. Or I'll check at the end to see if I missed any. Why are people that age allowed those cars anyway? If they're old enough and they got the money, hey. Listen, once you turn 18, you're an adult. You're a legal adult. You can join the military and start doing military things. So I'm not going to tell you what kind of cars you can buy. You know, I'm not going to do it. If you got the money, you got the money. Things like that can become a slippery slope, I think. All right, let me go grab another tea out of... Well, okay, I guess I kind of lied to y'all. I've been drinking zero sugar peach iced tea. So I have been kind of have caffeine, but I haven't had coffee or Diet Mountain Dew today. All right, let me go grab another one out of the refrigerator, and I will be right back. Andreas, for 5. Thanks for providing me with something to listen to while I work on my second video about the controversial VTuber Akuma Miko. I have no knowledge of any kind of VTubers whatsoever. But good luck on that video. I have no idea about any of that stuff. I don't cover VTubers. I don't know. I have a thing about VTubers. There's very few VTubers I like. Let's put it that way. Very few. I don't hate all of them, but there's very few that I like. So, yes, insurance premiums are under 25 are horrible, especially if you're a male under 25. Your insurance premiums are horrific. But as much money as that boy makes, he can afford it. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot I had a be right back screen. I could have used it. No, Xylie, that's such a passive attitude. Don't accept this just because duh, law says so, bruh. RZ, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to let you fly with that one, okay? 18 is not an adult. 25 is. I don't know where you live, but here, when you're 18, you're an adult. It doesn't mean that your mind is right. It doesn't mean you know everything, but you're an adult. So, all right, let's get started. Hold on. You know what? It's Tom. Let me move this speed up a little bit.
Yes, I'm finally doing it. Today we are talking about one of the most hated people on the internet, Jack Doherty.
Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I can't stand this kid. I absolutely cannot stand this kid. He drives me absolutely bonkers. He makes me want to bang my head up against a wall until I go oh my god, subconscious or unconscious. Excuse me. Brandy, thank you for being a member for 5 months.
Now, Jack is in the news right now because he crashed his very, very expensive McLaren. He just totally wrecked it on the side of the road. It was a pretty brutal crash. I don't know if this is like a bad thing to say, but it was a very funny crash, okay? I found the crash funny, you know? I'm glad no one got hurt. If someone got more hurt, I probably would have been slightly more upset, but only if it wasn't Jack, I think. You can see him driving, and he was ultimately just too distracted by chat to really pay attention to the road. The children in his kick chat were much more enticing than his own physical safety, and so he started hydroplaning on like half an inch of water, so he ended up drifting into the other lane and just smashing right into the guardrail.
Oh! Oh! No! No! No!
If there's any way at all that we can, like,
I'm glad nobody else got hurt that wasn't in that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that he didn't hit another car and, like, a family got hurt or anything like that, or, you know, somebody else driving. I don't feel bad for him. Honestly, I don't feel bad for his cameraman either. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't feel bad for any of them. That hairdo he has is grounds for him to be... Dark Mage, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're talking about Jack, right? Yeah.
like legally enforce some kind of punishment where he's not allowed to drive a car ever again, and also maybe he gets sent to some kind of internment camp. I think that would be a good idea. Maybe that's just me, but I think that
I 100% agree. Good. Take his driver's license away. Don't let him drive a vehicle. At least for 10 years. Take his driver's license away. For a good 10 years or something.
It'd be cool if he had to do like some kind of forced labor in some kind of war-torn country, maybe like Liberia or Siberia. One of the areas, one of the mysterious areas that I don't know anything about, but it would be dangerous for him to be there. I think that'll be good. But I guess the best punishment we can hope for or just take from all this is that he got banned from Kick. So W Kick for once. And it's so funny if you actually watch the
Have they let him back on? Because I haven't heard that they let him back on. Have they let him back on Kick? Do y'all know? I don't think they have. I don't think they have let him back on yet. I have a feeling he'll be coming back.
video, Jack is far more concerned with making sure he gets to film the crash and makes content out of it than he is for his friend who just got his face up because they crashed a McLaren going like 70 miles an hour.
My car's totaled, guys. Is it look good on there?
You hit from my car. Oh my god, your face, bro.
I think it really goes to show where this kid's priorities are at in life. He doesn't care about people. What matters is the content. That's it.
How does it look good on there?
But this isn't even close to the first time that Jack has been talked about in this way. So it really got me thinking, what made him this way? He's not even 21 years old and he's already like a completely degenerate clout goblin with no concern for other people, no concern for society. He only cares about himself and making as much money as possible in the stupidest ways possible. How did he manage to become more detestable than most 50-year-old lolcows before he's even...
I mean, true. I've been saying it was his parents. Because what we were watching a video and his mom took him to, I think it was a FaZe member's house. I think it was a FaZe member. Took him to a FaZe member's house or something like that when he was like, what, 14 or something like that? Yeah, it's his parents. Moon, they always say permanent, but it's not always permanent. So, I don't believe permanent until I don't see them on there. It was FaZe Banks' house. Thank you, Andre. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was FaZe somebody.
Been able to legally drink. How did this happen? So I got to going through the entire history of his career to find out where it all went wrong, how this child became such a fucking demon. Jack began posting to his YouTube channel all the way back in September of 2016, which is like 8, almost 9 years ago now. But the videos he posted during this time period were pretty innocent. He was just hanging out. You guys remember that whole bottle?
He was a freaking baby. He shouldn't even have had a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be honest. That age, they shouldn't be on YouTube. I don't care.
Flipping trend. Everybody was flipping bottles. Check out my epic flip, guys. I flipped Rick. Well, Jackie Boy here took it upon himself to flip just about anything he could find, from markers to pens to fruits. And this led to him getting a video that got 30 million views of him just flipping things. And with that video, he got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So we got a lot of attention on YouTube at a very young age. And if you watch this content, it's not really anything special. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect from a child who just started YouTube and doesn't really have a fully formed brain yet. But what's important here is he got the attention that he wanted. And once he got it once, he wanted more and more and more of it. He was hungry. So he kept doing more flipping videos. He even flipped himself on a trampoline. Shocking, revolutionary content idea, I know. He did some pretty harmless pranks like trick-or-treating the day after Halloween. You know, it's like not really, it doesn't really matter. It's not really that interesting, but you know, it got him some views. But that wasn't enough. He was a YouTuber now, and he had a lot of YouTubers that he was looking up to, that he was watching, that inspired him. So he wanted to collaborate with them, and he would kind of force his way into their lives.
Oh, God. He's been a menace since day one, bro. But here's the thing. You know it's his parents because as a menace that young, who's taking him to all the places? That would be his parents, because he didn't drive himself.
For example, back in the day, you guys remember the, "You can wear my sweatshirt," that kid? Well, some of the phone numbers of his family got leaked, and so Jack decided to film himself calling them at 3 a.m.
Guys, the thing is, I'm not even leaving my number blocked or anything. I'm just like, so they pick up.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jacob Sartorius?
This is not Jacob Sartorius.
Damn.
His cousin.
Oh, really?
Goodbye.
No, wait, no, please sing Sweatshirt.
But that wasn't enough, okay? He wanted to actually meet the YouTubers he looked up to in real life, which is why he decided to go to the FaZe house in New York and harass
Yes, that's what we watched. Yes, we watched something with that in there. Yep.
them.
I want them to come out so freaking badly. Guys, like, you don't understand. Like, this is where they make videos. Look, this is their house.
At one point, FaZe Rain even shows up to the house. You can see him like driving by in his R8. He sees that Jack is there, and he just leaves. He just goes down the street. He's like, "I'm not dealing with this child."
FaZe Rain! FaZe Rain! Guys, it's freaking FaZe Rain! Get out here!
Now, the obvious question to ask here would be, how did a 12-year-old get to the FaZe house? How is this 12-year-old at this random person's house he doesn't know, knocking on his door? And the answer is that his mom actually drove him there. His mom physically drove her son to
I wish my little niece or nephew at 12 years old asked me to take them to someone's house, like some YouTuber's house, some random ass YouTuber's house. I wish they would. I would cuss them out so bad. They would never ask me to take them anywhere ever again. There is no way. There is absolutely no way.
a stranger's house in the middle of the day to meet a random YouTuber to demand their attention.
Why are they so famous?
They all have like YouTube channels, they have millions of subscribers and everything. Gaming videos.
But why they have
like games, they do like gaming videos and stuff.
This 12-year-old was basically just harassing these random YouTubers he does.
She didn't even know where... She didn't even know the YouTuber that he wanted her to take him to. What? Oh my God.
doesn't know in real life at their house. He did not get invited. They did not know who the fuck he was. He just went there to meet them to try and get them in a video. Now, considering the fact that he was 12, I think you can forgive him a little bit for this at the time because, I mean, kids don't really understand what it's like to be an adult, you know? A kid watching YouTube at the time is probably not going to understand, like, hey, you're not supposed to just go to a YouTuber's house to talk to them. But apparently his mom didn't see an issue with this because she drove him to the FaZe house and drove him away and had no problem with it. And she, to your surprise, is actually not 12. She's like 50. His parents also drove him to the Team 10 house to try and meet Jake and Logan, which is really funny.
Logan!
Logan.
What's up, guys?
I was supposed to go with Rocco.
How are you?
Good.
I gotta go. I'm so late to the airport. I love you guys, though.
In fairness, this one is a little bit different because at the time, Jake basically made the address to the Team 10 house public because he wanted children to go there to engage in the content and film him and post to their social media to make him go more viral. This was like part of his business strategy with Team 10.
Jake Paul actually has the Team 10 house on Google listed as a business where you could just show up with hours of operation.
I'd imagine that.
Jesus Christ. You know, everybody talks about 2016 was the great time of YouTube. But I'm going to be honest. I feel like we're seeing the repercussions of 2016 in 2024. Honestly. I feel like we're seeing the repercussions of what went on in 2016. We're seeing it now in 2024. Because if you notice, a lot of the old YouTubers are getting called out from that time. You know? I really do. I really feel like that.
That was kind of a nightmare for all the other people living there, but hey, that was what Jake was doing. But the fact remains that Jack's parents were driving him to meet random YouTube adult strangers who could have done anything.
Sakura, you're not wrong. When your child asks you to take them to a YouTuber's house, take them to Xylie's house instead so she can yell at them. I would not only yell at them, I would yell and probably fight the adult that drove them to my house because one, how did you get my address? And two, what makes you think your grown ass was coming to my house and thinking it was going to be okay? And what made you think you were going to leave my house walking straight? I'm just saying. You know what, Skip? Skip, I'm going to be honest. I love me some iShow Speed now. I love me some iShow Speed now. He's changed. He's not like how he was on Twitch the first time. I do love me some iShow Speed now. I can't help it. Not even gonna lie.
Anything to him, frankly. They didn't know who these people were. They drove him to these houses to try and film YouTubers and basically stalk them. It's kind of weird. Like, it's like a little bit weird. I think if I had a kid, I probably would not be driving them to random men's houses that they recognize from the internet. And we would be able to see people talking about how weird this was, but ultimately Jack turned off the comments because he got a lot of hate. But he went to meet up with Jake and Logan Paul because he looked up to them at the time. What Jake was also known for most of the time was being obnoxious in public. Jack saw that he was doing that, and he decided, what if I just did that for myself?
No.
Jack's content when he was in middle school and early high school is basically him just
He needs a switch. That's what he needs. RZ for 199. Love you, Mama Xylie. Please don't. I'm not your mama. Not your mama. I don't have any kids. Thank you very much. No, Skip. It's true. I like iShow Speed now.
just going to a random store, doing something annoying, and getting kicked out, and then posting that to YouTube as like an epic prank. There are so many different examples of him doing this, like when he went to a trampoline park multiple times to argue with entire families and the staff until they're just sick of him and they're like, get out.
Yeah. Does that matter? I know it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Obviously,
you're a young kid. You
no,
don't
obviously
care.
I care about
it. And you know the flipping on the main cord is one thing, the phone pays, but when there's little kids involved, dude, now you're crossing the line.
He also got kicked out of Walmart one time for just generally being a nuisance, throwing around footballs and basketballs and just being, once again, a menace to society who just freaking exists to annoy anybody who's trying to do their normal daily job and just get by. He is there heroically to make their lives hell. One time he went back to Walmart in this really, really infamous incident that I don't see a lot of people talk about, where instead of a cop telling him to leave, a Walmart employee asked him to stop filming and leave.
What? I'm sorry, I was just playing around.
All right, we saw this one in a video. I remember seeing this one too. God, this kid. Oh, I don't understand how you're okay with your kid acting like this in public. I don't get it. Right, Mad Max? Exactly. I don't understand. There is no way.
All right, we'll stop and we'll just buy some.
You need to get out the store.
Okay, that's fair.
And Jack refused to stop filming, and when he was being walked out, he kept filming the employee's face. He kept getting the camera in his face.
Don't take pictures of me. I'll break your camera.
Jack starts mocking the guy, being like, "You're not going to do anything. I'm 15 years old. You're going to go to jail if you even touch me."
What's up?
I doubt I'm 15. Go
I don't care if you're 15.
to jail.
You respect me.
And the guy, naturally, because Jack keeps filming him, tries to take away his camera.
All right, and you respect. Oh, hey! Ricky!
Now, Jack obviously deserved to have his camera taken away. The dude was filming in a private business. He's filming a private citizen who's just trying to do his everyday job who didn't want to be filmed. Jack acted like a little shit about it, which resulted in this guy trying to own him. And in reality, this employee is just trying to protect himself from being seen on YouTube by hundreds of thousands of retarded children who watch Jack Doherty every day. But Jack, because he was so upset about being mogged, would then claim that this dude choked and punched him.
Okay, so I just want to say at this point, I did have the right to freak out because, as you will see later.
Oh my God, this is so irritating. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
On, he put his hands around my neck. You can see the marks. He scratched me. He even punched me in the stomach, trying to reach for my camera, trying to like get me to let it go. And keep in mind, he's like probably 40 years old at least, maybe even 50. And he's punching a 15-year-old, choking him and stuff. And he had my camera in my hand. And I thought at any second he was just gonna smash it against the ground.
But then you watch the footage that Jack tells you to watch, and that just did not happen. He did not choke him. He did not punch him. He just held the camera above Jack's head, and Jack is like 5 feet tall, so he couldn't grab it.
I was not recording you. It was not going.
I have no idea what you're talking.
Give me my camera.
You're recording.
Okay, I will not use anything. I just want my camera back.
No, you can't say you won't use any of it.
Exactly.
No, but you're recording it.
Sir, do not, sir.
Almost got it right there.
Sir, you know how expensive that is. Okay, may I have my camera?
So basically, Jack falsely accused this random Walmart employee who was trying to go about his day of assaulting him because he was mad that he couldn't get the YouTube video he wanted. And Jack probably also did it because he thought it would make for a better video, and he just didn't care about lying about this random guy. And in fairness, it got 6 million views. But once again, the comments are turned off, and you know, I really...
Of course they are. Of course they are. Stop harassing working people. Good thing I don't work with the public. I know that's right, RZ. I don't blame you. Yeah, stop harassing those people. And Jack continues to do it all throughout his career.
I wonder why that happened. And as you go through Jack's old content, you start to see a clear pattern forming, which is that the more obnoxious he gets, the more views he gets.
You're disgusting. International, you should out this place. Take this out of the place of my room.
Okay, so guys, that guy, I really feel bad for him. Coming to bounce, I feel bad because he's about to get sued, but we have the video footage. I didn't even touch the kid. That was so dumb.
Sure, people in real life at these businesses fucking hated him, but the people on the internet liked it. So what does it matter? What does it matter that this local random guy doesn't like what Jack is doing, right? I mean, he's making money on YouTube. Who cares? At the end of the day, in Jack's real personal life, he didn't actually face consequences for any of these actions. Getting kicked out of Walmart? Boo-hoo. You get to make a video about it that gets millions of views. You make some money off of it. Sure, you get some hate comments, but Jack can always just turn those off so nobody can see it. Nobody knows how hated he is. Which kind of begs the question, where was his mother that was driving him to the FaZe Clan house? Why was she not stopping him from doing this? And where was his father?
Exactly.
Well, it doesn't seem like at this point, at least, they were doing anything to stop his behavior, so he kept it up. And his next little arc was to start terrorizing this random woman who lived next to him that he called Karen. Now, typically a Karen describes someone...
Like, I don't know. I kind of feel... oh my God. I don't understand how you think it's okay that your kid acts like this. Like, do y'all not watch what your kid's putting on the channel? Do you not watch your underage child's channel to see what they're putting up? You're okay with your kid going out there in the world and acting like that? Isn't it your job as a parent to see what your child is putting up on the internet? What the hell?
Someone who like sticks their nose in everything and is just a complete wet blanket. So you would think that Jack was just minding his own business every day and she just couldn't help herself. But no, that's not what was happening. Instead, she was going about her day and Jack was in his little lair with Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Gru, devising evil plans to harass and terrorize this woman and get her on camera to make fun of her in a YouTube video.
Smasher, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Very cool of you. Thank you so much. Sorry that the alerts aren't working. Something's going on with Stream Elements, but I did see it and thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, 07's in the chat, please. Definitely. Thank you so much. Listen, if I acted like this, I wouldn't be able to walk. My mom would have whooped me so bad, I would not have been able to walk if I acted like this.
No, guys, she's outside.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
You get it through your head that I'm suing you for all the money you made?
Dad, I'm here. It's the Karen.
He's harassing me.
Look, house is right there. Ding dong ditch. She when he comes outside. You just did it. I'm so scared. We have a ring doorbell. Hello.
Are you kidding me? I'm telling my husband to kill me.
Now, a lot of this stuff, like riding a dirt bike that's really loud or ding-dong dishing someone, is kind of normal teenager shit. It's not the most egregious thing in the world. Even being annoying in public at a store is kind of typical expected teenager behavior. But the unordinary thing about what Jack was doing is that he was not...
You know, wait a minute. I don't know if it's normal to... Okay. Is it typical to be mischievous? Sure, a little bit of mischief. Nothing wrong with that. Teenagers are going to have fun. Did I do my due diligence with, you know, toilet paper and people's houses and stuff like that? Sure. But do you think I ever walked in a store and acted like that? Or if I went somewhere, I acted like that? Absolutely not. You know why? Because at that young age, my mother would have been with me. And she would have whooped me right there in front of everyone. Shoot.
punished for it, and in fact, he was rewarded. He was making money. Normally, when you do something like this, you have parents to come in and stop you and make sure that you don't do it again. Jack's parents didn't stop him. And on top of that, he got directly rewarded for what he was doing because he filmed it all and posted it online with ads. His delinquent behavior that to any other parent would probably get him punished, instead directly benefited him. And as a result, he was conditioned from a very young age to be annoying as to everyone around him and to get more and more dangerous and outrageous with the videos he was doing.
Jack just got a concussion.
He was making so much money, in fact, and getting so many views that at 15 years old, he managed to meet Logan Paul, where he told Logan that he had purchased various investment properties.
What'd you say just now?
I bought a house.
How is that possible? You're 12.
It's my money, but like under my dad's name.
Listen, did you just say you're laundering money for your father?
So he was making...
That's ridiculous. If I ever acted like this, my dad would end me. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Oh, my mother would have been, ugh. I wouldn't be alive today if I acted like that. My mother would have got me good.
Making a bunch of money, but regardless of that, I think it's clear that the way he was making it probably wasn't worth it. Like, there are ways you can make this much money without being a complete menace to society. So his parents' solution to this, instead of like punishing Jack or getting some kind of family therapist to explain to him that what he was doing was wrong, or what my parents personally would have done, which would be send me to military school forever and never see my family or friends again until I became a normal person. Instead, his parents decided the best method of dealing with this would be to go on Dr. Phil to talk about it on national TV in front of millions of people.
A teenage social media star.
Accused of being disrespectful, rude, advocate for bad behavior.
Now, during this episode, Jack is still in high school, keep in mind, but regardless, Dr. Phil doesn't really hold back very much. He confronts him about his behavior, and we get kind of a deeper view, a deeper peer, a deeper analysis into the mind of a teenage clout goblin. And he openly says in this episode, hey, people may hate me for this, but I get to post it to YouTube, so I don't really care.
A lot of people call me rude and obnoxious. He was siding.
Leave my house now.
You're tired of that? I'm tired of you. You're the one who started this whole thing, actually. But I think the majority of people think it's funny and really entertaining.
At one point in particular, Jack had done this prank where he basically bought some non-alcoholic beer, the fake beer that alcoholic guys drink to feel like they're fitting in, and he was sipping on that drink in public and acting drunk. He was like stumbling around, he was slurring his words, he was trying to make it seem like he was as intoxicated as possible. And he did all this in an effort to try to get the police's attention to prank.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What is wrong with this kid? Why? Dr. Phil just makes stupid people more famous. True. That's where we got, what's her name? The Catch Me Outside girl. That's where she came from. She came from Dr. Phil. Yep, she sure did. I remember that episode too. Catch me outside, how about that? And I'm thinking to myself, oh girl. Whew.
Prank them. They obviously saw what he was doing. They saw that he had a beer and they thought it was real. And Jack said it was real directly, so they told him, hey, you're a kid, stop drinking beer. They didn't really even want to arrest him. They just told him to throw it out and go about his day. But he just decided to make the situation worse for himself and antagonize and pester them and try to get some kind of reaction.
I'm freaked up. I see that. Trying to Gus?
Is it good?
Maybe you shouldn't be drinking beer.
You're 17. You're not supposed to have that.
He keeps pressing them and acting drunk and trying to convince them that he is drinking as a child. And they obviously are like, hey, that's illegal. You can't do that. So they decide to put him in cuffs.
Good.
Officer, you can't push me like that. It's 0% alcohol. Hey, yo, chill. Yo.
No, good. Lock him up. Absolutely. Y'all should have left him there.
What the f***?
Not funny anymore, right?
At which point he starts playing the victim and trying to explain to them, oh, it's just fake beer, guys, it's just a prank. Normally something like this would be a bit of a wake-up call for any kind of 15-year-old to like not do this kind of content anymore. I mean, getting arrested in high school for pretending to commit a crime is not a place you want to be, even if you did pretend to commit a crime. The problem being that Jack got 700,000 views on YouTube, so he just didn't care.
I did a video where I went walking around drinking fake beer and I pranked the cops that I was drunk. My stomach hurts. I'm gonna puke so bad.
Maybe you should be drinking beer.
The police handcuffed me, threw me in the back of a cop car, and detained me for over an hour. The police contacted.
Good. You should have been detained for even longer. Matter of fact, they should have took you to the jail and let your little ass sit in a jail cell so you could see what it's really like if you really break a crime and then go, oh well, sorry about it. They should have booked you.
After my dad, and my dad tried to talk them out of it and explain that it was my job, and they kind of just eventually let me go.
Not funny anymore, right?
But looking back on it, it was extremely worth it because I got a great video and never went to jail.
Now, obviously, there are a lot of problems with this. I mean, you're basically wasting tax dollars or wasting police resources on committing a fake crime, so they have to spend time dealing with you when they could be dealing with anything else. I mean, these guys could be responding to some other serious crime. There could be, who knows, any kind of shooting a few miles away. There could be some other crime taking place a couple blocks over that they should be dealing with, but instead, they're having to deal with this child who is pretending to drink beer. But Jack doesn't care at all. He just brushes this off and is like, oh, well, you know, they weren't busy anyway. I mean, they're just cops, whatever.
You see.
Oh no, I mean, there's no other crimes going on in the world. I mean, there's nothing going on. You know, yeah, they weren't busy anyway. No big deal. Oh my God.
Any problem with that?
It's not a problem with that. I just thought it was a good opportunity for the prank because they weren't really doing anything. They were just in a circle talking.
That's 7.
Mad Max said put him next to Diddy. Oh my God, no. Okay, look now, I don't know about going that far, all right? I don't know about going that far, but...
Cops talking to you, and there may be somebody getting mugged or raped or something 10 blocks over, and they don't have police protection because you're scamming 7 cops over here, and so there's not police coverage somewhere else because they're jacking with...
Well, I mean, and they were just talking in a circle, like nothing was going on.
Yeah, well, you don't know that.
And during this episode, we also get to hear from the Doherty family, the Doherty lineage, where they kind of describe how they feel about Jack, and frankly, their reactions are hilarious, but probably not for the reasons that they think that they are.
If it's up to me, I would tell Jack to stop doing all these videos.
Last month...
If it was up to you, excuse me, ma'am, you're the mother. It is up to you. There is no if it was up to you. That is your child. You are the mother. It absolutely is up to you. If it was what?
Probably not for the reasons that they think that they are.
If it's up to me, I would tell Jack to stop doing all this videos.
What? If? That's the damn problem right there.
Last month, he bought 0% alcohol beer.
Woo! I'm hammered. Oh my, bro.
And he was acting drunk, so they put him in cuffs.
This is what got me arrested. Guys, are you ready?
Why would I be excited that you got arrested? Police eventually called me after they detained Jack. And I believe if they didn't call me, Jack would have gone to jail because of his attitude.
He needed to go to jail. He should have went to jail. He should have made it all the way to the jail cell and you would have had to go pick him up. Oh my God, bro.
Jack needs to understand when he's turned 18, it's not going to be mommy or daddy help me. He's going to have to face consequences.
You realize, lady, hey, listen to me. You realize you are his mom. You literally can make him stop. He is your child. He is a minor. You basically own him, okay? Children are basically property of their parents. You can tell them to stop. You can take away his camera. And
I'm sorry. They must not either they watched his videos and they were absolutely okay with what he was doing. Or they didn't watch it, they didn't know what was going on. They completely don't pay attention to their son at all. It's one or the other. Either they know what's going on or they completely ignore him. And he's left to his own devices. You know what? My mother and father would have been, they would have called my mother and father and my mother would have been like, take her to jail. My mother would have told them to take me to jail. So I would have learned a lesson. She would. And she'd probably tell the cop, either you take her to jail or I'm going to end up in jail on what I'm going to do. One or the other.
and take away his computer so he can't make YouTube videos anymore if you don't like what he's doing. It's hard for me to tell if the mom is like being intentionally disingenuous here or if she has some kind of cognitive dissonance about it where she's like, oh, well, my son is being so annoying, but at the same time, like he's making money, dude. Like I can't tell what her problem is, but I just have to question what is wrong with her if she feels like she can't stop him. He's like 5'3", okay? He's not gonna be able to physically stop you from taking away his stuff. You can just take away his camera and he won't be able to make videos anymore. It's as simple as that. Like ground him. He's a child in every sense of the word.
He knows I'm not proud what he's doing. I am. We have a lot of fights about school. He promising he's gonna do well, but it's not good. Yeah, I beg him. I really beg him to finish the high school.
And the parents even acknowledge here, they're like, yeah, he's failing high school. His grades are really bad. You know, it's a pretty dire situation. And Jack seems to just not care because he wants to spend his time making YouTube videos instead, which is his true passion. But in this episode, we get to learn what the real priorities of his parents are.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm gonna flip shit when I hear this. I feel like, I remember, I failed 8th grade, all right? And the reason why I failed 8th grade, it wasn't because I was running around a bad crowd, because the crowd I ran with, they made A's and B's, all right? They were good kids. Good kids play sports and stuff like that. I hung around the good kids, all right? I was the bad one. I was the one that was always fighting. And because of always fighting and always getting suspended, I failed the 8th grade, right? And they called my mother and they told my mother, they were like, she can get past 8th grade and go into the 9th if she just takes a reading class during the summer. And my mother was like, yeah, don't worry. She's going to take that reading class, but not with y'all. She's going to repeat the 8th grade. She's going to take that reading class with me. And then what happened was my mother took every single thing out of my room. All I had left in my room was a bed, a blanket, a pillow, a dresser, and a mirror, and a fan. That is it. Everything else got picked up out of my room, put into the spare bedroom, and she had me going to the library every week. Sometimes two if the book was big enough, you know. And I had to give her a book report on these books when I was done reading. And that was my summer. She did not play. I couldn't imagine if I was trying to do some shit like this. Yeah, it was nice of her to leave the fan because she knew I really can't sleep without the fan. My mama did not play. Okay? So I couldn't imagine if I would have tried some shit like this, how she would have reacted. Oh, I definitely learned. Listen, I learned two things, Ben. All right? I learned to keep my grades up and stop fighting as much. All right? And two, actually, that's where I found my favorite author and my favorite genre of books that I like to read. I did find that out that summer. I learned that I actually like to read. I mean, because I couldn't do anything else. I didn't have my TV in my room. Didn't even have my radio in my room, okay? So...
And those priorities really come down to one word, being money.
It's hard to punish Jack by taking away his phone or shutting off his computer because that's how he makes his living.
I feel guilty when we turn his phone and computer off because...
You feel guilty? You feel... What? Wait. You feel guilty for parenting your child? When they are absolutely doing bad things like, I don't know, failing school and causing mischief upon the world? What? Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta hear this again.
Word, being money.
It's hard to punish Jack by taking away his phone or shutting off his computer because that's how he makes his living.
That's how He's a fucking kid. He's not supposed to be making a living right now. You know what he's supposed to be doing? He's supposed to be going out, having fun, and doing good in school. That is his job. That is his living. Y'all make the living for him until he gets old enough to make a living of his own. What do you mean that's how he makes his living? What? Bruh, they're Yeah, go out there and get a fucking newspaper route. Become a newspaper boy or mow some damn lawns. What? You know what, I'm just going to say Plast. Plast, you know what? It's hard to punish our cash cow. That's practically what they just said. That is practically what they just said. It's hard to punish our cash cow. That is practically what they just said. That is ridiculous. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
I feel guilty when we turn his phone and computer off because I feel like I'm a bad mom.
Social media is really taking over his life.
Yeah, but you say, I can't take his phone or his cameras away because that's how he makes his money.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's working like a 30-year-old and...
How about you be a parent and give him a damn allowance for cleaning his room, cleaning one of the... Because I'm pretty sure y'all have more than one bathroom. I saw the house, okay? So, why don't you, like... him making his money is his allowance that you give him. Okay? Like a normal teenager. You know? Pay him for cleaning his room, washing the cars, mowing the grass. You know, teenager stuff. What? Ben, I don't know either. Ben says, I don't really understand how this kid got popular in the first place. Same, bro. Same. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I accidentally said glass. I meant grass. My bad. Jesus Christ.
And so, you know, I'm not going to shut him down.
And you know the sad thing is, you saw how many views he was getting on those videos? That's when AdSense was really good. I think that was before the adpocalypse. He was getting good money.
And so, you know, I'm not going to
It's difficult to figure out a way to discipline him. It is.
They just saw dollar signs. He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's just their excuse. It's difficult to find a way to punish him. You know what? Then use that YouTube channel against him. No, son, you're not allowed to make content. No, son, you're not allowed to upload that video that you edited. You're not allowed to do any of that because you're on punishment. No, son, tell him no. You're scared. You don't want to punish him? It's hard to punish him? No. Use his own YouTube channel against him. Oh, you got you're failing your classes? You can't upload until you make good grades or make acceptable grades for us. Real easy to do. You're a fucking parent. Tell him no. But they wanted their new car. True.
$1 a year when he was very young, which is like, you know, a little bit of credit to him because most kids don't figure out how to do that. The problem being that the way he's doing it is completely evil and retarded. But they saw that he was making money and their wishes, if they ever did exist, for him to be a functional, normal, like, member of society just went down the drain. They didn't care about him terrorizing local businesses and making their family the most hated in the neighborhood in the entire area. They just wanted him to keep making money. That's all they cared about.
At the end of the day, just remember that this is what you raised. And this is what you guys got.
And this clip in particular is so awesome because, like, Jack is kind of joking here, but he's also right. His parents did make him this way. They did let him become this total shithead, and they did nothing to stop him. They can pretend to care that he's becoming a menace to society and kind of feign outrage at the fact that he's making really bad content that is, like, bad for the world in general. But at the same time, they're also posing in his YouTube channels, pretending to be sad about what he's up to. Now,
y'all can't use the excuse you don't know what he was doing then. This is ridiculous. Ugh, so ridiculous.
At the time, there was this narrative from Jack that he was using a lot as kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card. He was like, hey, you know, I may be annoying now, I may be a menace now, but, you know, I'm just a kid. As soon as I turn 18, I know there's going to be real consequences for these actions, so I'm going to have to stop because then I may be facing real jail time or something for, you know, drinking beer in public or stuff like that.
And you say you need to get out all of your obnoxious behavior before you turn 18 because then you become an adult.
Yeah, that's true.
And then your accountability gets to be a lot higher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, yeah.
But at every step of the way, when he should be getting punished, instead of taking it on the chin and just accepting it, instead he thought, how can I turn this into content? Which is why when he got an in-school suspension, instead of like accepting that punishment, he decided to film himself in the bathroom and in the classroom in detention for his YouTube audience. It is fucking insane.
It's 7th period, it's currently 1:05, and yeah, I have 2 more periods after this of just sitting in the classroom and doing nothing because it's so pointless and boring. Yeah, I dropped a like, this is so boring. I can't take this anymore. If I get suspension from this video, I'm going to cry because in-school suspensions stink like they're the worst.
So it's
You know, it's videos like this. Like, there's a curse in my family. Every generation curses the generation after them with, you're going to have children worse than you. Okay? And that curse was put upon me. But I never went through with that curse because I haven't had a child. And you know what? I think it was a good thing that I didn't have a child. Because there is no way in hell I would put up with this shit. I'm telling y'all now. It is probably a good thing that I did not spawn Satan. Okay? Because I couldn't imagine a child worse than me. And yeah. I broke the generational curse. Oh, God. Oh, no.
probably not a surprise that when his parents refused to discipline him and the school was unable to get them to tard wrangle their idiot son, the school decided they were just done with him. And before he was even 18 years old, his shenanigans managed to get him expelled from high school permanently. But Jack...
Well, I mean, did he really need to be there at that point? He was failing his classes. He probably wasn't even doing the work. He didn't care about being at school. Obviously, his parents didn't care about him being there. So was there really a point in him even being there? He was probably, with filming everybody and everything, he was probably a damn distraction for the other kids.
Wasn't even mad about this. He literally was not mad at all. I mean, he was a little mad because his parents apparently screamed at him and his mom was upset a little bit, but ultimately, he now had zero real-life, normal person responsibilities. He could just be a YouTuber, like he had wanted to be since he was 12 years old. He got to be just like his idols, Jake and Logan Paul. So, right after being expelled, he bought more rental properties and made content about it on YouTube. He got pulled over for driving a Tesla without a license, which is, once again, how did his parents let this happen? But the...
Wait, how is he driving a Tesla without a license? Like, I understand how he's, like, physically driving it, all right, whatever. But what? Oh my God. His parents, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more angry at his parents than I am him. Because they had a chance a long ass time ago to correct the problem that is now Jack Doherty. You know? Lumpy Willie, don't make me Chud Logic you, because I will, okay? I will. I'll get one guy and not give a shit, all right? No, this little shit right here does not get the excuse he's just a kid, all right? This little shit doesn't get the excuse he's young and stupid. No. This little asshole don't get that. Crash for 2. Jack Doherty should have been swallowed. I agree. He should have been swallowed or running down his daddy's leg. I absolutely agree.
The money was still rolling in because he posted this all to YouTube and made AdSense dollars off of it. And his dad didn't even care about the fact that he was dropping out because Jack bought him a $15,000 watch, so it didn't really matter to him. But at this point, after Jack gets expelled, his views also started to take kind of a dip. You know, for all of the faults of someone like Jake or Logan Paul, throughout all their controversies, they still had a fan base. They were still getting views. They had a real audience that watched them for their personalities. They didn't have to just exist based on sparking up a new controversy every few months for commentary channels to talk about and everybody on Twitter to rage about. They actually had an audience that did watch them, even in the downtime when that stuff wasn't going on. Jack did not have have that at all. By 18 years old, he was already a soulless, personality-less, just void of clout. Someone who could only get views off of clickbait and being a pain in the ass to members of the public who didn't want to deal with him ever.
Can you imagine that the only views you get is by outrage? That's why IRL streamers burn out so hard. Because think about it, when you're IRL streaming, you have to do more and more and more crazy shit for people to stay interested. That's why they crash out. You know?
Again. So his views started dipping from 500,000 or 600,000 on average to like 200,000 or maybe even, barely cracking 100,000. He needed some way to make more cash. He needed some way to sustain his expensive lifestyle and continue buying more properties and make his money because YouTube AdSense just wasn't covering it. By 2023, Jack's views were still pretty low compared to where they were just a few years ago. Despite this, he was making a ton of money. He had managed to rent out a massive mansion in Miami where he was paying $30,000 freaking dollars a month in rent.
Oh my God, what? What? $30,000 a month in... What have I done wrong in life? This makes me just sit back and go, what have I done wrong in life? Like, where did I go wrong? I just can't imagine spending a yearly salary that, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like absurd amounts of money are just leaving his bank account. He had a real estate portfolio of 21 rental units that were taking in a bunch of cash for him from the tenants that were paying him rent. He owned multiple watches worth tens of thousands of dollars. He's got multiple supercars, and he claimed to be making upwards of $500,000 regularly per month.
If you don't mind me asking, like in a month, how much money could you make? You don't have to go into depth.
All right, Logan Paul. No, I'm kidding. Take a guess and I'll say higher or lower.
Wow, you've been PR trained. You've been media trained.
750,000.
Good guess, honestly. But yeah, low key around that. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less.
Meanwhile, he also had another passion, which was IRL streaming. IRL streaming kind of blew up in 2016 and 17 because of Ice Poseidon, but around 2022 to 2023, it saw a huge resurgence with people like John Zerka streaming their crazy lives, basically.
I'm going to be honest, I think they should get rid of IRL streaming. And I only say that because people, I think, have taken advantage of it and they've gone astray on... I mean, I'm not saying it has to stay wholesome and they can't do pranks or anything like that, but people take that shit too far. Like, way too far. To the point that it shouldn't even be on air. You know, like, they have a real problem with their IRL streamers right now. And they need to set up some kind of boundaries with them. I mean, IRL streaming can be a good thing, but there's got to be some set of boundaries for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they become absolute cancer. Exactly. Exactly, Sakura.
Basically. And Jack saw this and saw it as a good opportunity. I mean, it makes sense in terms of business, which Jack, seems to think he's very good at. Instead of making actual YouTube videos that you have to plan out and then edit into a nice little piece of content that you post, Jack started streaming on Kick, and there he could collect donations while he was live, and then he could clip the best moments into content for his YouTube channel. Now these best moments are...
I agree, Caramel. They aren't pranks anymore. It's gone too far. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
You have to plan out and then edit into a nice little piece of content that you post. Jack started streaming on Kick, and there he could collect donations while he was live, and then he could clip the best moments into content for his YouTube channel. Now these best moments are pretty questionable, as it was mostly just him being really annoying again.
We got out of there, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Watch your language. There's kids around.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though. Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm seeing your kids watch.
You started talking to me, buddy.
This is where Jack drives me absolutely nuts when I first started watching him. He will literally start shit with people out on the street, knowing that he's got his guard right there, knowing that he's not going to get touched. Oh, God, I hate that. I hate that pussy shit. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate it. I hate it. Don't talk shit unless you're ready to get hit. You know? Unless you're ready to stand 10 toes down, don't talk shit. Ugh.
Get away.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away. McKinley, back up.
What the fuck's your problem?
His entire bit for a while is that he would go somewhere in public, he would go out of his way to annoy someone or piss them off, and they would get mad at him, and he would then hide behind his giant black security guard who would intimidate whoever he just pissed off. This happened so many times, and his security guard would even fight people a few times that just didn't need to be fought, like they didn't even touch him, and he would just go out of his way to...
I'm gonna be honest, he's lucky that something bad did not happen to him. He's lucky that somebody didn't go, okay, I got you, and went to the trunk of their car to get something out and take care of him with it. He's so lucky that never happened. Because there are crazy ass people in this world, and you're going to do that to the wrong person, and they're going to get you. They're absolutely going to get you.
Mess with them.
What? Well, bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro? Yeah. Yeah.
And ultimately, this got so bad that it all came to a head with one particular incident on the beach, where somebody pissed off Jack and the security guard because they were just like calling him annoying, which is true. And the security guard then proceeded to Superman punch this guy in the head completely unprovoked. Now, getting punched by a 6'7" giant person for doing absolutely nothing is obviously not anybody's idea of a fun Friday night. That's not a position you want to be in. You can actually see that he got punched pretty damn hard based on the injuries that he sustained. And this would end up catching Jack a serious lawsuit. The victim's lawyer would write, "This was a disgusting, unprovoked assault on a young man by a professional boxer at the direction of his social media influencer employer. Chase was minding his own business, enjoying a fun Halloween party with friends when he was brutally attacked by a man several times larger than him. This sort of behavior by Jack Doherty and his cronies needs to end. Chase suffered serious injuries that could derail his life and career." Now, Jack tried to get out of this lawsuit in a very creative way. He said, "I actually don't have to pay for this, despite the fact my security guard punched the guy in the head and I was like kind of okay with it, and there's been like 10 other incidents where this kind of thing almost happened." He said, "I'm not responsible for this. No. You see, instead, the insurance company State Farm should have to pay for it because Jack paid them for renter's insurance."
I can't stand this kid. I can't stand him. I don't know if I can express to y'all how much I do not like this kid. Like, it's so bad that I can't say it because I'm on YouTube. Okay? I can't. I can't express how much I cannot stand this kid. It's ridiculous. Oh, dear God.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I don't know how they thought that would work. Maybe it was just a Hail Mary to try and get out of paying for this, but, you know, to no one's surprise, it didn't really work. And State Farm basically came back at him and said, "No, actually, it's not our fault that your giant low IQ bodyguard decked some guy. It's not our fault at all." TMZ actually finishes this article in a really funny way by saying, "As it turns out, State Farm is not always there." So
I mean, true, as they shouldn't have been. Jesus. That specific security guard has a history of getting invited. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that when that happened. Yeah, that one was funny.
By this point, a lot of these moments had gone viral, and Jack was widely hated across YouTube by pretty much everyone. His videos didn't get a lot of views, so they're not making a lot of money. If you go to his comment sections, he just gave up on trying to turn them off when he gets hate, because every single comment is a hate comment, so he just gave up on trying to hide whenever people hated him. Meanwhile, when he was on Kick, his streams were supposedly getting an average of 10,000 live viewers. I don't really believe that number, because if he was getting that many, I think you would hear about him from like his actual fans a lot more.
I'm gonna be honest, okay, Kick has a bot problem. Wait, hold on. Is everything okay? Okay, no, I just heard something drop, and I didn't know if you dropped dead or something. I mean, if you dropped dead, then I was going to have to, like, close the live stream off and take care of you, obviously. I think it'd be a lot louder tone. Well, yeah, it probably would be. Okay, sorry, I heard something drop, and I didn't know if it was my husband. Kick has a bot problem. Really bad. So, I don't know, dude.
For streaming, 10,000 live viewers is an insane number. That puts you in like the top percent of streamers. And he didn't really seem to be that popular outside of these crazy moments that will get clipped and posted on Twitter and Instagram and every other platform. And Kick also notoriously has a big botting problem where somehow everybody on the site is getting like 70,000 to 100,000 live viewers when their chat is not really moving that fast. And like when they go in public, they're not really being recognized. You gotta understand, if you're getting 70,000 live viewers, that is like an insane amount of people watching you live, right? That is like Kai Cenat levels. If you go in public anywhere and you're getting 70,000 live viewers, every person in every room is gonna know who you are. And that did not happen with Jack. Most people didn't know who he was when he went.
No, he was botting. I guarantee you he was botting. I think most of the top streamers on Kick are botting, to be honest. You know? Like, if you go watch a streamer and, with the exception of a few people who a lot of their audience is on an off-site, okay, and they're watching them through that, It's nothing to see somebody say have 700 or 800 viewers and their chat goes slower than mine. You know something's wrong when somebody has 1,000 viewers and their chat isn't moving, is barely moving. Something's wrong. They're botting. And now sometimes, but here's the thing: sometimes you can get botted and you're not the one doing it. Somebody can actually do it to your channel. So.
In public. So I wouldn't really be surprised if 10,000 is not the real number and it's like
Rumble has even a worse bot problem. Yeah, I wouldn't know about Rumble. I don't do a damn thing on Rumble. I got a Rumble channel. I haven't uploaded on there 6 months. 6 or 8 months I haven't uploaded on there.
like 2,000 or 3,000, maybe at the max. And the point behind me going on this kind of diatribe is just to point out that between YouTube and Kick, these income sources don't really add up to $700,000 or $800,000 a month. It just doesn't add up to that. So it kind of begs the question, how is this guy actually making his money? Well, as a lot of people have talked about, what Jack did was actually a kind of smart, kind of genius, and like a Machiavellian slimeball evil guy kind of way. He took advice from Andrew Tate.
Have you ever dated an OnlyFans chick that's given you 100% of the money?
All the time.
No way.
I'm describing to you right now. All the chicks give me all the money.
In recent years, Jack took up a new career opportunity of being an OnlyFans manager. He basically helps these girls run their account.
I told y'all, OnlyFans. He was an OnlyFans manager.
He tells them what kind of content they should post. He makes sure they're posting consistently. And as a result, he gets a cut of whatever money they make from the simps that are paying for their paywalled nudes. All of the stuff we've seen from him on YouTube in the past few years are essentially A, him killing time, or B, him trying to promote whatever OnlyFans girl is in the content so he can make money off of them. By growing his brand and his name and having these girls around him, he can funnel people who are basically addicts and want to, subscribe to this kind of stuff to go and check out his OnlyFans girls pages, and then he collects his percentage. One of these schemes he devised in particular to get the most attention possible was seen on YouTube Shorts, and he got a few shorts that got a lot of views.
Wilson versus Spalding. Which ball will explode first?
This content is absolute cancer. I do not know who is watching it. Maybe it's children watching it. I really don't know. But naturally, because it's cancer, it managed to get 100 million views on YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. And if you check the description of this short, you instantly see him promote.
Okay, Tom, you're doing just fine, buddy. Okay? You got like 6,000 channels, all right? And you're uploading on all of them kind of regularly. You got an IRL channel, which, by the way, I kind of like his IRL content. Not gonna lie. I kind of like Tom's IRL content. But you're doing fine, buddy. All right? You're doing just fine, Tom.
Promoting this girl's OnlyFans. If you check another short, it's the exact same thing. In this next one, he's with his mom, and they also promote this girl's OnlyFans.
My mom hates my new girlfriend, so today I'm gonna try everything in my power to change her mind. First, I had my girlfriend McKinley go tan next to my mom to see if she could talk to her.
Oh, whoa, excuse me. Put some clothes on, please.
Now, this girl in particular in this video, the girl that's not his mom, she doesn't have an OnlyFans as far as I know. But I think if Jack thought it would make him money and his mom thought that it would, then I think they would probably do that. Like,
Crash for 5. I wouldn't trust this twat to run the hot water, let alone my OnlyFans account. Crash, you got an OnlyFans account? Crash, if you got OnlyFans money, why are you just giving me $5 at a time? Excuse me, we need to talk financials, okay? Hold on, Crash. Wait a minute now. You got OnlyFans money, Crash? What? Bruh. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. All right? Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it.
Now, this girl in particular in this video, the girl that's not his mom, she doesn't have an OnlyFans as far as I know. But I think if Jack thought it would make him money and his mom thought that it would, then I think they would probably do that, like tomorrow, yesterday. I think he would totally put his mom on OnlyFans if he could. But this girl, his girlfriend, is named McKinley Richardson. She has 7 million subscribers of her own on YouTube.
Okay, she is a pretty girl, though. I have to give it to her. She's pretty. Wait! Look at her! All business inquiries. McKinley at jackdoherty.com. Bruh.
Mostly subs she got from being in Jack's content. And her channel is also pretty dead. She's got 7 million subscribers, but she averages like 100K views on her actual videos. The only videos that actually get attention are the shorts.
Today, when I was walking in Miami Beach, I noticed a weirdo looking at my app. I'm gonna go home and keep myself.
Obviously, it's not really advisable to imagine what kind of relationship they have, considering, that Jack is like managing her OnlyFans and managing all these other girls' OnlyFans and looking at their content every day. I would imagine they might have kind of an Adam 22 situation going on, but I don't really know. One really funny moment during the IRL streams is at one point, FouseyTube, the goat of YouTube, came over to the house, the I felt gay guy.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that note of like that.
He found out that Jack was doing.
That's another one that, honestly, I think at this point with Fousey, I kind of feel like everybody just needs to ignore Fousey. Honestly. I kind of feel like if everybody would ignore Fousey, either he would actually get the help he supposedly needs, or he would realize he needs to go into the background and not get in front of a camera. I really do. I kind of feel like we're at the stage where we need to ignore FouseyTube. Literally. You know?
Doing OnlyFans, and that his girl did OnlyFans, and he just basically roasted him and called him a degenerate freak for letting his girlfriend do this.
Are you gonna tell your wife she doesn't sell her pussy? She doesn't sell her pussy. Would she sell toe pictures, phone pictures? Oh, you think that makes it better? You think that she's hiding a shit like this, bending over and a guy checking? Dog, porn ruins men. Ruins men. I'm a sex addict, I know.
Shout out to Fousey, by the way, for being the god of content. I'll probably do a video about him at some point soon because he is just the most entertaining person to ever exist. But as is the case with a lot of OnlyFans and sex work-related people and managers, we would eventually see some serious allegations be made about Jack and his business practices. Now, I do want to preface here that these are allegations. They have been made by a few people, but regardless of that, we don't have direct proof of Jack doing anything illegal. So please just take all of this with a big, 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 dry, hard, giant rock of salt, okay? We don't know how true any of this is. Now,
okay, so now we're getting ready to go into the allegations. Jack is literally the white version of Andrew Tate. You know what? I would say yes, he is, except for... I feel like Jack is a little bit smarter than Andrew Tate. And this is the reason why I say Jack is smarter. Jack is smarter because Andrew Tate has literally told on himself the entire time he was doing his dirt. They have so much video evidence of him confessing to what he has done. It's all over the place. Like, he can't even hide it anymore. Where Jack, not so much. I feel like Jack's actually a little bit smarter than Andrew Tate. Sephorus, can I be honest? I enjoy the clips of FouseyTube. A lot of people enjoy the clips. Listen, I enjoy the clips of FouseyTube. Believe me, I actually enjoy talking about FouseyTube. I do. I just feel like it's getting to a point. It's like, bruh. You know? It's like the same story. Every year it's the same story with FouseyTube. Okay, he's having a manic breakdown. He's going to go away for a few months. He comes back, have a manic breakdown, and he's going to dox himself, and he gets sent away, and then he comes back and has a manic breakdown and doxes himself, and then gets sent away, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Now, these allegations initially came out with a girl named Natalie Reynolds. She herself is a pretty controversial...
She's another one that drives me nuts. I cannot stand this girl. She is literally like the female version of Jack. I cannot stand this little girl. This little girl drives me insane. This little girl right here. Ugh.
Person. She's a kick streamer, so you can imagine the kind of stuff she's getting up to over on that site. She's best known for a few really hated moments. My particular favorite one is when she rented a big white van, wrote free candy on it, and did a prank where she asked real life children with their parents shopping at Walmart if they wanted free candy, and it went about as well as you would expect it to go. People were like, "What's wrong with you?
Do you want some free candy?"
Oh, guys, look at the prank. Epic prank. I pretended to be a pedophile. At the beginning of 2024, Natalie decided to accuse Jack publicly of grooming. She essentially claimed that Jack would meet these 17-year-old girls. He would become friends with them. He would kind of talk to them in some kind of sense. And he would then try to convince them to do OnlyFans as soon as they turned 18. She reiterated this same claim again in another tweet regarding this particular girl who had just turned 18 and was like, "I'm 18, go sub to my OnlyFans." But at the time all this went down, Natalie didn't post any direct proof. And make no mistake, this kind of allegation is somewhat believable on the surface, given that Jack himself is pretty young, and he's also got a really warped, retarded mind, so maybe he could justify this kind of behavior. Unfortunately, because Natalie is not very smart, she didn't provide any proof at all. So, you know.
No, because she's not smart at all. She's dumb as a box of rocks. Like, Natalie is literally dumb as a box of rocks. She's not smart at all.
She really helped out those victims if they do exist. She would also claim that Jack was scamming these girls with predatory business contracts. She called this girl that he's gifting a Rolex his OnlyFans demon. True. Basically, she's claiming here that this Rolex that he bought this demon is with money that he got in the first place from making money off of her OnlyFans through this supposedly predatory business contract. Now, it is probably true that he bought them Rolexes with the money he made from them, but at the end of the day, this is not really a scam, assuming that the girls knew the contract they were getting into and they were above age. And Natalie didn't have these contracts. She didn't post any real proof of it. She just kind of shit-talked Jack and made a bunch of claims without any proof. So once again, if there are real victims here, we wouldn't even know. Like, we would never even know. Not from Natalie, certainly. And she's...
You wouldn't know unless you saw the contracts and the girls themselves come out. You know, just Natalie just saying it herself. I'm going to be honest. Because it's Natalie, I didn't even pay attention to it like it was real. Because she'll do some shitty stuff on her live streams also. I don't believe a word she says. She would have to show some proof for me to go, oh, let me take a look at that. Because anything that comes out of her mouth, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be for real. What's up, Midna? I know that's right, Crash. Good, Crash, you are on something tonight. Good God.
She's ultimately harming people's chances of coming forward in the future if something like that is happening, because she just made this claim seemingly out of spite. I do like, though, that in this little shot here, you can see Jack's dad in the back just being like, I'm so proud of my boy. That's my boy. That's my Jack. He did such a good job. I'm so proud of my boy. Oh my God. That's my son. That's my son. My beautiful, rich, talented YouTuber son. Basically, it seemed like Natalie was making these allegations less out of the intention to help any kind of victim and more because she just didn't like Jack. Jack had personally beefed with her and spited her, so she was like, hey, I'm just gonna shit talk you. But the focus was really taken away from the victims, which I think is not a good thing to do if you're gonna make some kind of allegation, at least.
And that's the thing. We don't know if they are really victims. If you're going to make an allegation like that, you got to show proof. And again, being that it came from Natalie, I'm not going to believe it. Well, I'm not going to believe it anyway until without proof. But I'm not going to believe it without proof. Proof in a victim. I mean, it's Natalie we're talking about here. She's just as bad as the rest of them.
At least if you're going to do it for the right reasons, which I don't think that Natalie was doing that here. And Natalie herself is a very kind of questionable person, as I said before. At one point, she did this really crazy stream where she encouraged this random woman to jump in a lake. The woman said that she couldn't swim, and then Natalie was just like, all right, bye, and just left her to drown.
You should just jump in right now. I'm going to jump in with my shoes on. Okay. Ready? Yeah, ready? Oh, you said you wanted to swim. You told me to jump in. I didn't tell you to jump in. I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
Dude, she's drowning in the lake.
So she is a very, very questionable person herself. Pretty much.
So the lady says, I can't swim and you're going to run away. Oh God, Natalie drives me insane. These IRL streamers need to be shut down.
Everyone involved here, actually, with Jack Doherty in any way. Anyone who's been close to them at any point and tries to expose him. Frankly, I'm going to give them kind of a side eye, kind of a... What's going on there, buddy? What's wrong with you? Because if you're close to Jack Doherty in any way at any point in time, you probably are a weird person yourself. It really makes you question, like, you're exposing him now, but...
Like the Island Boys? Like the Island Boys that been hanging around Jack? You mean them? Yeah, I look at them sideways. Very much so. Yeah. And if you don't know, then you don't know.
How did you get along with this little psychopath in the first place? But Natalie is not the only person to make allegations against Jack. He would also be called out by another streamer named Norway. Not the country, not the place. The entire country of Norway didn't call out Jack Doherty, as believable as that would be if he went there for one day, because they would probably throw him in some kind of detainment center, hopefully. But no, it was a guy called Norway. And Norway claimed that Jack had housed a 16 or 17-year-old girl, in his words, at the OnlyFans penthouse he's running in Miami.
Jack said she was actually 17, but don't tell anybody. Jack, I'm gonna tell people she was 17, Jack. So Sophie good. Or not Sophie, Sophia. Sophia's little sister was 17. That was at the house. And then you said they're never coming back to the house. 4 days later, Jack, Ace invited the 17-year-old and her friends over to the house. And I also have messages of Sophie messaging me, Daddy, please forgive me, or Daddy, please come over, or something. The girls were begging me to come over to the other house while I'm in the guest house next door. But I didn't want to come over because you're 17-year-old. And Jack, I messaged you, I told you to kick them out, and then you didn't do shit about it because you're in Dubai. But yeah, Ace was chilling with 17-year-olds in your house without...
Okay, so Jack had 17-year-olds at his house is what you're saying, right? Because this guy is literally talking in run-on sentence. Literally a run-on.
NDA. That's crazy. They didn't even sign the NDA, they just pulled up. That's why you got scared when I called the cops and the girls when they were drink driving, because we were 17.
So there's a lot of claims floating out there around Jack, about Jack, a lot of claims being made of his salacious, sneaky, sussy, baka behavior. But it's really unclear how real any of it is in terms of proven allegations of him getting under...
Yes, because most of these IRL streamers will literally lie for clout. So you never know what's coming out of their mouth is real or not. You never know what's coming out of it. You never know what they're saying is real or not. Any of them. You don't know. Because they all lie for clout. They all lie for clout. Every single one of them. He had to reach the word limit, Space Fish.
Underage girls drunk, so they've signed some kind of contract or agreement to do OnlyFans in the future. If he did do that, then there's eventually going to be some kind of legal consequences for him, which I would love to see, obviously, but there's no proof that he actually did that, so it's just kind of, it's up in the air, you know?
Yeah.
And now we get to bring it back around a little bit to his parents, because throughout all of this behavior, all these allegations, all of the internet hate, Jack's parents are still around, and they're not there to punish him or be like, I don't like what you're doing. They just go on his streams and pretend like they disapprove of his lifestyle, and then he gives them like a wash, and they're like, you're not so bad, kid.
You want me to take you for a little ride in the can now?
No, absolutely not.
Why are your mom so scared?
Because you like to scare the crap out of us.
Yeah, dude, that's right.
I know.
But make no mistake, they are still present.
I'm going to be honest. I'm more upset. I mean, granted, now Jack is an adult, all right? But I'm more upset with his parents than I am him. Maybe it's the old person in me, okay? Maybe it's because I'm old. But I'm literally more upset with his parents than I am him. Because I feel like they made him to be the way he is today. You know? Good God.
Every single step of the way and see what he's doing, and they don't care because he's making money. And I think the thing I really want to hammer in here is that his existence is largely their fault. If when Jack was 14 years old and he was terrorizing people at Walmart, he was harassing this random Karen in the neighborhood, if he had been seriously punished for those actions, if he had just had his internet access taken away, frankly, there could have been some chance to save this dude from himself, from becoming...
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. We're going to hear that again because you are 1,000% correct, bro.
Because he's making money. And I think the thing I really want to hammer in here is that his existence is largely their fault. If when Jack was 14 years old and he was terrorizing people at Walmart, he was harassing this random Karen in the neighborhood, if he had been seriously punished for those actions, if he had just had his internet access taken away, frankly, there could have been some chance to save this dude from himself, from becoming a complete menace to society. Instead, what they did is they allowed him unrestricted internet access, they let him have access to whatever business opportunity he wanted, and they let him be rewarded actively for all of his bad behavior. And that's how he turned into who he is today, a complete scumbag. Someone who exists seemingly solely for the misery of others and funnels simps to OnlyFans accounts to squeeze money out of them. And
Tom is spitting. Tom is spitting. Bro, nothing but the facts.
as much as someone like I will criticize him, as much as like maybe Kick will ban him or something like that, it doesn't really matter. The money just keeps rolling in. And to him, his mom, and his dad, that's really all that matters.
Well, at the end of the day, you have to remember that this is what you raised, and this is what you guys got.
He was spitting at the end there. Oh, God, that kid drives me insane, bro. Kid drives me insane. Okay, so I did get all of them. All right, cool. Yeah, well, that was a video. I wanted to watch it because I remember when I covered something with Jack Doherty before, I was like, I know it's his parents' fault because he acts like a kid that has never been told no his whole life. And damn if I won't right. You know? Yeah, Tom is giving that hot to a Midna. Midna! You know what? I'm going to ban that word in my chat. We're going to ban hot tua, alright? No more hot tua in the chat. It's getting banned. Alright, damn it. No more of that shit. Have y'all watched that podcast? I have not watched that podcast. I'm kind of... Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of... I kind of want to know what that podcast is like. No, don't ban the Tua. Don't ban it. No, I need the last 2 brain cells. I know that's right. Martinez, I'm not even going to listen to you because I know you're trolling me. Yeah, exactly. I'll watch anything once. I mean, you never know. I might, like, watch it and might like it. I don't know. Listen, people do get famous for no reason. You know? Shit. Okay. It looks like this Diddy thing. I'm finding some really longer videos that I want to do on the Diddy thing. So I think we're going to sparse it out. It looks like my Diddy stream is going to be next Tuesday. And that's going to be the stream where, like, I have, like, the articles and stuff like that. There are some longer videos. If I can get up early enough on Tuesday, it might be a long-ish stream on Tuesday. If I can get up early enough. Hopefully tonight we'll do it. Whose video? Who is that? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Are you talking about this guy? Are you talking about this guy here? I'll take a look at it. I'll save it to watch later and take a look at it. Yeah, that's the guy. Okay, I saved it and watch later. We could take a look at it because there's a lot of videos out there. So, yeah, I've never heard of this person. Are they good? They have ADHD. What's up, bro? I have ADHD too. Did I ever do an Aiden Ross video? I think I've talked about Aiden Ross before. I think. Oh, anime? No, I don't do anime. No. But he is talking about Diddy, so I'll watch the Diddy one. I don't do that anime shit. I haven't listened to it yet, Ninja. I haven't had the chance to listen to it. I will let you know next time I talk to you. Or next time you see me in a stream. I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'll listen to it tonight and I'll make sure and let you know. But I will say this. There was no way in hell J. Cole would have won that beef. He might have been able to beat Drake, but he won't gonna beat Kendrick. There's no damn way. There's no way, no damn way J. Cole would have beat Kendrick. Because I've seen some stuff on Twitter. So. Mujin is really damn good. He actually made a really in-depth video on Dr. Disrespect's downfall. Oh, okay. Well, I'll give him a try. I'll give him a try. Thank you, Andreas. Oh, it's only like a handful of anime? Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I just don't do the whole anime thing, okay? With people running around screaming about, like, the different kind of animes there are, and I'm scared to watch it because I'm scared that I'm looking at people thinking they're 30 years old and they're not, and I just, no. No, thank you. I'll stick to Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones, you know, the good, wholesome animated series that I grew up with. Thank you very much. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on these days. Just saying. He would have given Kendrick a run for his money at least. He would have gave him a run for his money, but I don't know, man. Kendrick put out 2 damn good bangers. Maybe even 3. But he definitely put out 2 good bangers with that fight between him and Drake. Yeah, I'm seeing that. That's what I'm seeing on Twitter, Ninja. J. Cole's new song is causing a split discussion again. Yeah, I'm seeing that on Twitter. That's why I'm definitely going to listen to it tonight. So I'll tell you tomorrow, I promise. Thundercats, He-Man, absolutely. She-Ra. She-Ra was one of the best ones. I don't care what anybody says. There was a Flintstone cigarette commercial? I didn't remember that. I wouldn't doubt it, as old as it was. Kendrick is 5'5", Drake 1. You know, big things come in small packages, sir. Wookiees, that is not what I said. What I said was, I ain't gonna be watching anime because I do not trust it. Okay? I don't trust it. Okay? Thank you very much. That's what I said. Because, I do not trust it. Plus, I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest with y'all? I just don't like the style of the drawings. I really don't. I don't like the style of it. Like, I don't like the style of any of like the animated series today. Like, even when they came out with the new Scooby-Doo, which I know everybody hated the new Scooby-Doo, but like the drawing style of it, I don't like it. I like the drawing of like the old style back in the day. I don't like this shit they're doing now. I really don't. I just don't like the art of it. Also, you know, I like the old school way. But then again, I'm old. It's what I grew up with, so you know. There's a lot of different art styles in anime. I'm sure there is. Yeah, I like old Disney better than the new Disney. I stopped watching Disney animated films. Oh, God. Which one was the last one I ever watched? I want to say Lion King was the last one I ever watched. Hey, Skip, I used to play that game too. Listen, I'll play some Final Fantasy 14 now. But no, I think Lion King was the last animated movie I watched. To be honest, I think that was the last one. Listen, the best one, okay, out of all the old ones back in the day, you know the best one was? I'm going to tell you right now what the best one was. It was Robin Hood. Robin Hood was the best Disney animated movie of all time. You can't beat Robin Hood. Robin Hood was the best one. And that was, in fact, that was the best Robin Hood movie ever made. Robin Hood was so good. No, I've never played Xenoblade. So, all right, well, I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff to do. And I'm going to be hopefully going to bed early. Now, watch. When I get off of here, I'm going to get not tired and not being able to sleep. So, Men in Tights was good, too. I will say that. Men in Tights was good, too. That was a funny movie. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great night, day, or evening. And remember, always keep it real. I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, during the week, we might end up with 2 streams in a day instead of just 1. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to do daily streams on here. Now, I might skip a day or 2, you know, depending. But I'm trying to do everyday streams on here, and sometimes you might see me twice. All right, just to let y'all know. Y'all are going to get fucking sick of me. All right? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your
cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no